Oh, I have plenty. Oh, shit. Oh, and then I died. Oh. Alright, come on, bastard. Get back up. We got some videos to make. Quit screwing around. Wake up, damn it. Help! Life alert! Help! Save me! Help! Life alert! Help! Eee. Oh my god. Look how big this is from up here. I mean, you can't see it because of the fog, but oh my god. That's just a third of it. That is just a third of it. Come on. If I can lean myself more towards the water, but I don't want to be too far from shore, but I also don't want to die again. But then again, I don't have anything on me. Wait, what? What? How? Why did I bounce? Why did I bounce? No! No! Help! Life alert! Help! What happened? Help! That was pretty fucked up. What the fuck just happened? Like, comment, and subscribe. What's going on, guys? Building chaos. What a fun meme. Anyway, guys, so I decided that I need some more power for the base. I wanted to think of what I was going to do in the back of the base. So during that little building caveat that I did in the last episode, I was thinking of what I could do and what I could put back there. And I'm like, well, what if I did like a power plant? And I'm like, but, you know, there's not many things that'll give me much power. Like even the coal plants, the coals burn through it. You can't get too many. Plus you gotta get the water pipes to go over there. I mean, the fuel's not bad, but you know, regular fuel, you can't like I built that whole fuel plant as you guys saw before, and it didn't equate to shit. So, of course, I watched I Am Kibitz, because let's face it, we all watch I Am Kibitz. And it gave me a grand idea with the idea of turbo fuel. And I know he was doing the turbo fuel. He came up with a cool set of recipes that gives you so much turbo fuel. So I was like, you know what? That is awesome. And that is what I was going to do. So I came up and I created a mini spreadsheet, just a mini spreadsheet. Calm down, guys. I know my blood pressure's rising too, okay? So I just needed a simple setup, and that was it. But it turns out the amount of crude oil here is not what he intended. I actually noticed that there's three other oil nodes that I'm pretty sure that he didn't pick up. So essentially, I came up with 2,850 crude oil total, which came out to be about 95 refineries just for the heavy oil residue. And I was like, okay, so I could create a lot of heavy oil residue. What does that equate to in turbo fuel? Oh my god, it's so freaking much. Just the amount of refineries to build all this stuff is insane. And I end up changing this later on because it is false. Okay, just so you guys know, it is false. I only use 900 fucking crude oil. Oh, not 900. Actually, what the fuck was it? 2,700 crude oil to begin with. Because if you look over here, like, look at the amount of refineries. This is how much one refinery takes. 10 encased industrial beams. All right, it's, oh my god, the amount of motors. 10 motors. Oh, the steel pipes. All this stuff. All this stuff is a pain in the ass to get. But once you get it, it's going to be fun. All right, so what I wanted to do was I decided that I would break it up and I would get all this together. I would see how much oil there was. And essentially there was 2,850, but I decided to take the last 150 line. I decided to take that away. So I'm just going to do 2,700. That is 300 full pipes of crude oil coming in. And I'm like, well, the first thing I need to do is make 90 goddamn fucking, oh my god, 90 of those damn fucking refinery setups. Just to get this into heavy oil residue and then send it all to base over there. So basically, let me start with that and I will get back to you on how that goes. Yeah, quick little caveat. Haha, quick. Anyway, just so you know, so it takes a pain in the ass amount of time to try and figure out a good setup for this kind of stuff. So essentially every 150, was that it? Yeah, every 150 can be basically broken down into 5 refineries. So that means that for every 300 pipe you have, you need 10 refineries. So I wanted to figure out a way to set it up. But the issue is, when it goes into the refinery, it takes 30 crude oil and it turns it into 40 heavy oil residue. And that's the kind of issue, because what I wanted this to do was I wanted the exits of this, the output, to all link together so that way everything goes in at one end and comes out the same end. And basically I could have done that in a long strip of line, but I know this cool little way where you make one go one way and one go the other way, and they're going in, hitting together, and they're going out. And it's amazing. I thought that was really cool, until I figured out that the issue with that is the whole having to have 400 go into a pipe that can only fit a 300. So yeah. But then I remembered I could just do 2 pipes on it, and it's not the end of the world. It was totally the end of the world. I mean, it worked out in the end. It worked out really great, because what I was able to do was then I was able to split one pipe and it goes to the other 2 pipes, and then thus I have 2 300 ones again and everything, and blah, 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 blah. Anyway, it looks great. But one of the other things I was trying to do to begin with too was I wanted this as condensed as possible, considering I had so many refineries to build. So as you see here, when I do the outputs, I try and make sure that they all go like really close together into this merger, so that the outputs are, they're not like the refineries are not linked up together, like looking exactly the same, because the outputs aren't in the same well, they're in the same direction, but when they're, you know, facing opposite to the other, you kind of have to offset them so they go in at different intervals. And this is for the polymer resin that comes out with this. Huge pain in the ass, but essentially it comes out quite nicely. And then, of course, I want to make sure everything worked out perfectly. So basically, I'm going through... Oh, I love this. Just if you ever want to build these, you can build them straight on the ground instead of like putting poles or anything like that down. And then you could just basically put those down, jump on it, and it works out perfectly. And I thought, hey, maybe I'll be able to, like, you know, link these up together like this. And nah. It was one thing after another after another. Basically, I had to test this out for about like an hour, just trying to figure out a good setup that I could just copy paste, and by copy paste I mean rebuild it over and over again until I go crazy. So yeah, that was fun. So let me end it right here, and then we'll go to the next part and see how that comes out. Okay, guys, it's looking good. It's looking snazzy, I think. Anyway, so I set it all up just for the initial part right here, and I kind of, you know, widened those out and everything. It was a little too close together, especially if I was trying to get those goddamn fucking 2 lines in there. And then I got the lines going in for the entrance on this side. This side's pretty, you know, self-explanatory. Just the line goes all the way down, and I use the overflow method just to go in there, because that was like literally the easiest way to do it. I was going to put a line on the other way and connect them from one to the other, but I was just like, overflow should work just fine, as this is not going to be running 100% ever. I mean, well, it shouldn't run at 100%, because the issue with running at 100% means I'm using over 200,000 megawatts of power, which is what this is actually going to produce. So I was like, you know what? And I tried too. Like, I was putting this over here, and I'm like, oh, well, what if this goes over here? And then I could bring the line all the way down. The only problem, it doesn't reach all the way to the end. Really close, though. Ooh, so close. But no, then I was like, okay, I'm going to put stuff on top of it. Like, I'm going to put, oh, what the hell was it? Like those platforms. Not the platforms. Walkways. Yeah, so I could walk around this and everything. So, you know, I was playing with this for a while. But the ideal behind it and everything is that this should work out perfectly to have all the stuff going through. And it was just a pain in the ass just getting the initial setup for it. I'm telling you guys, it's like the people wonder, you know, like, oh, how can you play this game for some of it's like, a lot of it's like trial and error. And like, look at this. So this looks great going over there once I turn the light on. But then you look back and it's like, oh, it's going up to go in. Oh, it doesn't work right. It's just... It's so annoying. I hate that. I hate that it goes up to go down. Oh, why is it not perfect? Anyway, so yeah, I end up getting rid of that and everything. And then I also put something in the front of it because I'm like, you know, that's going to look better because I'm going to need it for power poles and whatnot. But essentially, it's just a lot of different building and stuff like that. So we're going to go to the next part and continue along. Alright guys, alright. We are coming along. Look at this. Look at all these refineries. Look at this glorious work. Look at this amazingness. Burn it down to the ground. I don't want to do it anymore. And like I was saying before, we did cut off 150 there. That was going to be 5 refineries down at the end. So I just kept it at the 90 because for 90 refineries doing the heavy oil residue, fucking works out perfectly for everything. Like the numbers just fit immaculately. Like the amount of refineries is an even number. The amount of stuff you're producing is an even number. Everything's good until you realize how much turbo fuel you're actually creating. And then you realize you have 200 megawatts of power and you're like, what am I supposed to do with all that? Anyway, but that being said, with all this stuff coming out of here, all the belt work is done. But alas, I do need to fix the pipes in the center because we want all this stuff to be able to come out and get out the hell of here. But also, I want to work in a way that'll be, more efficient and really good. Because there's not much room over here. I'm trying to condense everything as much as possible. And one of the problems with condensing things is you have to work smarter, not harder. But you also have to work harder because it takes twice as long. But then again, it's really condensed, and I need all the room I can get. Because alas, the next portion is building 120 fucking refineries just to get to the next step. And that's going to be quite a pain, I'm telling you guys. But anyway, so my first thought was if I brought a pipe all the way across and then I put splitters in the middle, what it could do is it could basically go through the splitters and into one major pipe, and then basically that would get me 200 each, and that would work el perfecto. But unfortunately, doesn't work as well as I thought. Apparently, so just doing it one high right here, I was like, all right, this is gonna work perfectly. Then I'll put a splitter over here, and it's gonna be amazing. No, au contraire. Apparently, it was too close, and no way I tried it was it ever going to fit. You know, if that sucks. Like you think you got it, and then all of a sudden it's like, damn it, it's not gonna work. Oh, I gotta think of another way. So I'm gonna be right back. I'm going to test out a couple different ways, and, we'll see what we can go. Maybe too high? No, fuck it. All right, let me test some theories. Let me see what I can come up with, and I shall return in just a jiffy. Nah. Oh, my God. That's it. That is it. Oh, my God, look at that. Look at that. That looks amazing. So, alas, I bet you're wondering, how the fuck did I do that? Oh, I need power too. I need so much stuff for this build. Oh, and this is just one section. But anyway, all I had to do was make one line going all the way down through the center. All right. And I just needed to make the line taller. So I used the sticks, the power pole, or the pole poles. So whatever the fuck these things are. Oh, I forget things after a while. And then basically all you want to do is you want to connect it all the way across. All right. And then we're going to put the splitters that are up here that are right over each and every one of the actual holes. And the problem is the pipe doesn't go all the way across. So you got to have to, do this logically. So basically, over this one, we're just going to take the nice little thing. And because we were able to do the highest height that the pipe hole things, or the pipe poles? Anyway, because we were able to do the pipe poles so high, we were able to get this a good height and everything like that. And then the fun part was this part over here, and I'm like, fuck, what am I going to do for that? So I delete this end part, and because you delete the end part, it kind of splits it up. And then I use it vertically to go down there, and then add a splitter in there, and I basically do this the same way for every single one of them. It works out perfectly, everything's good, and then you just connect it up and you're set. You're golden, easy peasy, everything is done, nice and good. And all I had to do that was for like fucking 90 of these, not that many. But this was fun. This was fun just for one little section, but at last there was still more work to do. We still had to come up with a way of basically, if you look at the next three things, they all go in tangent together. All right. The next three things is the box water, or not box water, the packaged water. Then is going to be the fuel, packaged fuel, diluted packaged fuel, which is a special recipe. And the third and final thing is to unpackage the fuel. So it's really hard to think about it because you're like, you want to build them all separately as separate systems like you did this. But the funny thing about it is the unpackaging of the fuel basically gives you an empty canister that basically goes back into the initial system of the fucking first one for the packaged water. You know what? It sounds confusing as hell. Give me a minute. Let me finish up this, and I'll show you what I mean in just a second. Okay, so I initially was building a whole bunch of stuff, as you can see towards the back on the left, data not found, and then I kind of fucked it up. Data not found, and I had to redo it and change things up, and oh my god. So what I'm doing now is I'm building this in groups of 3. So basically a third of it is going to be built here, and as you can see, if I wish I could scroll faster. Oh my god, I gotta break my scroll wheel or something. What I have up here in this one is I have all 3 refineries that taper off for the 3 things that I was talking about just a minute ago, and I have them all linked together so that they work perfectly. Over there, that's where I got the wonderful compact coal, and we're going to go visit that as well. And basically, so this is just a third of the system. So, like, let's say you needed power right away, you could build just a third of this, and it'll basically be golden. You can use it for a while you build the other one. But as you saw over there, I tried building it all in a line, but I needed so many, it just didn't work out right. So I tried this over here, and I figured, hey, what would this do? And boom, it worked perfectly. So here's the setup. So you have the first set of wonderful refineries on the right, producing the heavy oil residue. I have all three, actually 8 of these at 300 or 250%, making 300 water a minute. So basically that's all the water that I need. That's all the heavy oil residue that I need. Then here's the setup for this. The first one is the packaged water. The middle one is going to be the packaged fuel. And the third one is going to unpackage the fuel. And at the end, you can see how it loops around with the empty containers, the empty, packaging, whatever, to re-put it back in the system. Also, pain in the fucking ass for doing that. I swear to God, because those stupid things, like, you have to fill, like, maybe, like, 600 into, like, one set of machine just for it to be right. Because there's too much overflow at the moment. But all that that stupid polymer resin, I was able to make those into containers really quickly because I just did that with the water. Boom, turn that into plastic. And anyway, aside from all that, so basically this is how it is, and it creates 4 full lines of 300 each, so 1,200 fuel per level, so 2,400 fuel per level, or per setup. 2,400 fuel. And then I got the compact coal getting made over there as well, which actually is a lot easier than most people think, because all you need to do is basically just put a foundation off of the ground. I went too high, but not too high, and then I just put basically splitters on top of each other, and it just works out perfectly. Like, it just goes and they split, and basically you just offset them. Really easy to build, really easy, makes it look great, does it just perfectly. So I got the compact coal. I have 64 compact coal in the whole setup, so that's 32 each, 16 on each side. Yes, math nailed it. As you saw, I put the power poles on the walls hanging from the ceiling for the bottom one, and for the top one, because I wanted it open, I just put them right on top. I'm like, it did look fine right there. And then, as you can see, we got the older system over there. I mean, otherwise, it's pretty good. And this is only a third of the system. Now, this is not combining yet to make the turbo fuel, and I still got to build 2 more systems of each coming up on the other side. So I got to redo this 2 more times, but I have plenty of space. Should be able to nail it just fine, but I I mean, we'll see what happens. I mean, I'm hoping for the best, but at the same time, like, things could go bad really quickly. Like, you have no idea. Just getting the pumps for the water and everything looking good, I think this looks great. I just need to doll it up and everything. And, like, we're set. I mean, look at this. Is great. Look at all this stuff right here. Oh, I have plenty. Oh, shit. Oh, and then I died. Oh. Alright, come on, bastard. Get back up. We got some videos to make. Quit screwing around. Wake up, damn it. Help! Life alert! Help! Save me! Help! Life alert! Help! But luckily, don't worry, guys. I have over here a quick way of getting back. Because I'm like, you know what? I'm going to keep needing to go to my base over and over again. I might as well have a quick way to go back. So, come on. Come on. Yeah, let's get back over there. We'll see how everything is. I don't have a jetpack on me because I died with my jetpack, but hopefully I can land in the water. Whee! Oh my god, look how big this is from up here. I mean, you can't see it because of the fog, but oh my god, that's just a third of it. That is just a third of it. Come on. If I can lean myself more towards the water, but I don't want to be too far from shore, but I also don't want to die again. But then again, I don't have anything on me. Wait, what? What? Why did I bounce? Why did I bounce? No! No! Help! Life alert! Help! What happened? Help! That was pretty fucked up. What the fuck just happened? I think it just wants me to end the video. Okay, I'm going to end it right here, guys. Thank you for joining me. I do appreciate it. Like, comment, and subscribe, all that good stuff. I will see you in the next one where I get some actual fuel going because we need that. We need power as soon as possible. I mean, we don't need it, but we need it. I just want to keep, I want to finish this. I mean, this is crazy. Anyway, have a good one. Bye.